There's 11 people. 11 people here. What is going on, Space Pirates? Kelly said, I got 10 minutes to make noise. And she stopped making noise. Hello, everybody. Exclamation point. Baby Yoda. It's the Jedi Ginger. Jedi Gingers have no souls. Hopefully Space Loot's working. I didn't even check it to see. Has anybody... What's up, Bob? Let's see if Spence's Space Loot comes up. Smash the like button. Alright, Space Loot is working. What's going on, Omar? It's his. There's Benny. Benny, I gotta go check out the video you posted because I was doing this, so I just saw it a few seconds ago, so I'll check that out after we do our Wednesday night debacle. I don't know what they're watching. They're watching some kind of death, murder, and mayhem again on TV. Good amount of people on already. Glad to see everybody's back. Space Booty. Space Booty. Yeah, one of these months I'm going to have to pick out an NY 3D creation 3D print, and we'll have that as a giveaway. What's going on, bud? Butte. Might be a fine day where you are, but it's North Carolina. It's freezing. What's going on, Philip? It's pretty classy and sophisticated videos I do now. That's all right. We're all talented movie makers, aren't we? I saw that, Omar, because I still have the weather on my mom's on my phone from my mom. It was like 30-something degrees this morning. It was actually colder in Florida than it was in New York City. All right, the tea is done. There are a lot. Yes, the tea was excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. So there are a lot of choices, Spence. A lot of good choices. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to take this off because it has a logo on here that we don't want to be using. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's get this thing off. No, it's not a striptease show. It's just I got to get that logo off of here. What are you talking about, Kelly? You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that at all. All right. Now that's better. I've completely forgot to take that off. I can't have that logo going about. I'm trying to... Winter weather. Yeah, I'm hoping the winter goes quick. Actually, I'm out with my back. My back is killing me, so... Finally connected. Ginger is Gryffindor. All right, if Paul Tosney's on, no, this does not. That's... Where is it? Which way do I go? This way, this way. That letter there is an R. R. Not an A. Not an A. Tennessee finally got winter too. 19 degrees this morning. Good old Tennessee. I liked living in Tennessee when I was there. It was a nice place to live. I'm with you, Benny. I'm ready for the 90-degree weather. Definitely ready for 90 degrees. I don't like any type of cold. Anything under 72 degrees is not fun. Not fun at all. Not for my wife, though. She wants to move further up north. Kelly likes the seasons. Yeah, humidity does suck, but that's why there's AC and pools. And the beach. Give me 45 to 70. Oh, 45's too chilly. Brr. I don't like that. 72 is good with me. I definitely live in the wrong place. I want to move south. So once the kid's old enough, me and the wife will have a by-phone marriage. She can go up north. I'm going down to the heat. Yes, I would not do good in Michigan. I keep saying what? You do. You want to move up north. She likes Salem. She wants to move to Salem. I like Florida. Yeah, I remember that. I remember some good hailstorms down there, too. I was down there, and they had the biggest... It was funny, being from up north. They had one of the biggest snowstorms ever, and it really wasn't that bad, but the highways were closed, the streets... It was ridiculous. But Tennessee's not prepared for, I guess, the stuff we get up north. It was pretty funny. Anybody that was from up north was out driving. We didn't care. Yes, Omar, I agree with you. 70 to 80 during the day and down to 60 at night is nice. Hey, what's going on, Brian? Be a global bachelor. Go wherever summer is all year long. Just follow summer around. Toronto, you're up in Canada. My buddy Paul just sent me a video of Newfoundland. Just had crazy snow. Crazy snow. But while we're sitting here yakking about, let's do a few things. So we'll go to the giveaways. The giveaways first. This month's giveaway, which is this Saturday? Is this Saturday the last Saturday? Yakking about. Is this Saturday the last Saturday of... It is the last Saturday of the month. It's the last Saturday of the month. I'm supposed to be going to my brother's. If I don't go to my brother's, we'll be doing the giveaway this Saturday. If not, we'll be doing it February 1st. So I will let you know. I'll definitely let you know. But this is, we'll have two winners. And the two winners will get to choose one of the sets. Either the flesh color set or the other two are pigment sets. And it's the fantasy and metallic pigment set and the effects in sci-fi pigment set. Pizza night, I don't even know what we're having for dinner here. So those are the three. You got flesh, which I want to get that set for myself. Fantasy and metallic pigment set. And then the effects in sci-fi. I have the feeling whoever wins is going to be picking this set, the flesh colored set. The flesh colored set. Those oils are supposed to be really good. Oh, chili. I told the wife she has to make chili Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm going to be 48 years old this year. I'm a lifelong Kansas City Chief fan, and this is the first time I'm ever getting to see them in the Super Bowl. So we got to have the chili for Super Bowl Sunday. All right, we're going to go over to the events. This way, you guys, I'm going to do these a couple times throughout the show. Exactly. What can you microwave? So we got a bunch of people already finishing up their Batman group build and building more for it. So we have that going on this year, the HLI community Batman group build. We've got a ton of people in that and building. And when they're done, the finished builds go up on the main site so we can always see them and not get them lost in the community. Super Bowl 1 they were in. I think it was 1 and 4, but I wasn't born yet. Hey, what's going on, Ian? So we got this is what's going on this year. We got the 2020, like I said, HLI Community Batman group build. We have the Be a Kid Again group build, which a bunch of people are in. And I'm working on this guy. Whee! The AMT Enterprise. Then I just added this group, the Shelf Queen group build. And that's running from now 2020 to 2022 because people have had builds on their shelves or in boxes packed away that they started and didn't finish probably for decades, or at least a decade. So giving us plenty of time to finish those builds, and when they're finished, we'll post those. Everything gets posted up. What's up, Buckethead?
I didn't do nothing.
I didn't call. There's somebody actually called Buckethead. I wasn't calling you Buckethead. Well, you got the whole year to take care of that Batman stuff. So this is another group build that I just added. And I'll show you where you can find all the rules to this stuff, as I usually do. Then we got the Halloween group build, as usual. 125 shelf. You have 125 shelf queens that you started and didn't finish. That is a lot. Oh, boy. Joe Montana. Well, my mom's a 49er fan, so we'll see what happens. Oh boy, I hope he's okay. Yeah, if they weren't started, they're not shelf queens. Shelf queen's something you started and you put up on the side and never finished again. What's going on, Ken? Like, I got a bunch of shelf queens that I started and never finished. Then we got the Christmas group build. The Christmas group build is for, that's true, he did play for the Chiefs. I forgot about that. The Christmas group build is for those that don't want to be in the Secret Santa, but they want to build something Christmassy. So that's that group build there. And then we have the Secret Santa group build, which I just put up now, and that's in the groups on the site. So if you're interested this year in getting in the Secret Santa, just sign up for that. And towards the end of the year, we'll be picking names and all that other good stuff. So we'll go over this stuff again a little later. Hey, oh, I forget there's a bunch of Kens in here. All right, and then tonight we'll be doing the vote. And I'll turn this on in a second. As soon as I go through this vote, I'll turn on the vote so we could start voting on this. For next week, the Polar Lights 1/144th scale Godzilla, which would be exclamation point vote, spacebar, exclamation point Godzilla. The 1/25th scale AMT Christine, and that would be exclamation point vote, the spacebar, exclamation point Christine. And then the Bandai 1/12 scale BB-8 and R2-D2, and that would be exclamation point vote and exclamation point droids. So now that you know what's going on there, I'm going to hit the start the poll, and that should pop up in the front at some point, and there it is. So whenever you want to vote, I'll go over that a couple times too to make sure everybody knows. Have fun out there. I'll be here for a little while. And then one more thing before I start. We picked Luke Skywalker last week. We'll check him out. Let me see. Which way do I want to sit? I want to sit this way. Vote droids. GB, you forgot the exclamation point with droids. So you can just do it. Oh no, the second exclamation point has to be with the droids. Ian, you see how everybody has the exclamation point with the word? Do it like that. Exclamation point vote all together. Hit the space bar and exclamation point droids. How many groups can I put in my group build? As which group build? Any group build. You could put it. The group builds have no set amount. You could do as many as you can get done. As many as you can get done, you can do. Of course, everybody's gonna message me right now. Let me see what my brother wants. What is he sending me a photo of? Date reported, date closed, in progress, cable closed. Alright, whatever that may be. I gotta ask my brother what the heck that was. But anyway, one more thing I wanted to talk about. Omar suggests a group build of group builds. There you go. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And there's Dave with the wood. No wood right now. But let me take this off. The pictures aren't going to be in order, so hopefully these aren't the greatest pictures in the world. I just grabbed them off. Dana did not take quality pictures on purpose of some of this stuff. So what you're seeing now is Dana's build of Red 2, and this is the 1/29 scale Revell kit. And that's actually very, let me get my head over this way, very close to I'm laughing at what Ken just typed, very close to studio scale. This Red 2 is actually, we still got the book going on. We just, guys overseas and the holidays and everything, we got bound up with some stuff, and there's some surprises coming out, not for the book or anything, like personal stuff that popped up, so we're a little bit behind. But this is the Red 2 that she built for the book, and it's actually up for sale now. If you're a serious collector and you want it, I'm gonna let you know now, it's not cheap. She put in almost 200 hours plus the price of the kit. The kit isn't cheap, plus paints and all that other stuff. So if anybody's interested, this right here, this build is she's putting it out there for $700. So if anybody's interested, I know some people are going to be like, oh my god, 700, but 700 is actually kind of cheap for commission build, especially the quality that Dana puts out. So if you're interested in that kit, it's already built. It's going to be in a book. The book will be definitely out this year as soon as me and Morgan are working on it this week, putting together whatchamacallit. Thanks, Bob. It is actually on the cheaper side, $700. But it's going to be in the book. We'll have the book out. Me and Morgan are working on putting the pages to the layout. I couldn't think of the thing. Layout together right now. So if anybody's interested, you can email me at hobbylinkinternational at gmail.com, or just message me here. It's easier if you message me on email. But she's looking to sell it. I gave everybody that built for the book permission to sell their kits. I'm trying to get up the money myself to buy the kits for myself. But she's in a little bit of a bind. Not that I'm supposed to say that, but we're trying to move this for her as quickly as we can. So if anybody's interested, $700. It's probably in the United States about $50 shipping. She's packed up many kits and they've made it safe. But if it's less than $50, she'll reimburse you the money. Yeah, she is pretty much breaking even. If you know a collector and they'd be interested, like I said, the 1/29 scale is pretty big, and it's pretty much studio scale. So $700 plus $50 for shipping, so $750 total. If you know anybody, or if anybody here, you don't have to say it in the comments if you don't want anybody knowing. Just email me, and we'll work it out and get you that kit. And then if anybody does buy this kit, I'll actually send you, once the book is out, I'll send the book to Dana and have her autograph it, like her builds, and I'll ship it to you for free. I'll give you a book for free. So we'll do that too. So that's that. That is that. So like I said, this week, Morgan and I are working on that like crazy. Henry Wong is building something for me right now. Thank you, Omar. And we'll be getting more and more stuff out there. I just didn't realize how much of a pain in the butt it is to do all of this stuff. Seriously is, but it's worth it. So, anyway, let's get over to the bench and we'll do Luke Skywalker. Hey, Sean, what's going on? Where is Luke? Luke of the Skywalker. Here he is. Let's bring this down a little bit. Bring you over here. Let me yell at my brother that I'm live. Got a text message too. Damn you, Omar. That's great, Omar. All right. There we go. I don't think Omar's here. All right, this is what I'm laughing at, if you can see it. That's what Omar just sent me, the clown. It's pretty damn funny. That is pretty damn funny. All right, my brother's talking about Fios. I would like to get to Wonderfest this year. Former roommate. I would definitely like to get to that. Let me know, is the TV too loud in the background? Because that sounds kind of loud, like somebody turned up the volume. You ladies. So you got the box. They got very nice box art on here. They show you new technology, tri-axle jet finish, whatever that may be. And then you got on the side here clips from the movie, plus Luke over here, and they show you the belt and the weapons, and then his head again over here, and then Luke on the side over here. So let's bust into this thing. use the force Harry to make it so. If anybody is just showing up, we got our weekly vote going on. It's Godzilla, Christine, and BB-8 and R2-D2. So if you want Godzilla, it's exclamation point vote, exclamation point Godzilla with a space in between. Christine is exclamation point vote with a space, exclamation point Christine, and then exclamation point vote, have a space and exclamation point droids for the for R2-D2 and BB-8. Yeah, they look like awesome kits, Bob. All right, let's. I want to see which one. We'll take out the paperwork first. Take out the paperwork first, and we'll go through that. Let's see what this first paper is in here. I think this is just, yeah, that's just recommended tools and be safe. Don't hurt yourself. Yes, it is, Brian. Yes, it is. So there's the directions. Let me get that in where he belongs. Luke, you don't even have to paint these things. You could just snap them together and he'll look good. Tells you it's 1/12 scale, about yada, yada, yada. And here we go with the dreaded Bandai frickin' instructions. Instead of making it a flip out book, they make it this long, horrible piece of paper. So it just goes through showing you. I'm just going to hold it like this, let you see. Just goes through showing you how to build it. I hate that they make it long like this. They should just make it a regular flip book. And at the end, that's the end. And let me make sure that's the end. At the end of it, they show you the completed builds with Luke. Looks like they might have done his hair up. His hair, I don't know if you can see here. His hair, you're going to be able to see, is in 3 pieces. So you may want to sculpt some hair in there and fix that up. Or you can have a stormtrooper and have the helmet on. One of the two. You could do it either way. I don't think that helmet fits over his... I highly doubt that helmet fits over his head. It's got decals and everything. It's got decals. It's got decals for you English people. Sean's out of here already? See you later, Sean. That was quick. Joe. Mad Genius Productions is here? Is Joe here? Joe Hefe, our friend Joe. So let's take a look at. I love the Bandai kits. Actually, somebody, I don't remember who it was. Somebody on Facebook called these toys. If they're toys, I'll take them. Still got to put them together, paint them and stuff. They're not toys. Not at all. Much better than toys, because you get to build them. Comes with a little base, just a flat little base. I'm sure there's another piece that's going to go in here. But that's all that looks like it is the base. I'm surprised though. This one was popped off. Usually you don't have that happen with the Bandai stuff. I hear 2.5 men in the background. So you got that. Now here, I forgot what kind of plastic this is called. This is the soft ball joints for the arms and legs and stuff. Now this is the stuff that definitely will melt if you use enamel or lacquer on it. This is what people have problems with. So you don't want to paint on these or anything like that. Let's see, is that autofocus work? Oh, the autofocus is working. It's just when I move around. So you just have ball joints and hand joints and stuff like that. That's all this is on here. So there's nothing, none of this is going to be seen because it's all going to be on the inside. Could be Omar, but you could tell it's soft, and if you definitely get any of the enamels or lacquers on here, it's going to melt it. Definitely going to have a problem with that. And then you got over here, this is back to styrene. You have the neck piece over here, and that looks like that looks like a Lego head. So I'm not sure. That might be the inside of the head or the helmet. Let's see what those pieces are while we're here. SWF5. Is that really what they're gonna? Is that really what they're gonna go with? SWF5. See, and this is why I hate these instructions, because it's a pain in the neck. SWF5. I'm looking for his dang head. SWB3. They got to make these directions better. Oh, actually, they might be left arm. It looks like the shoulder caps for the arms. That's what that is. Those are shoulder caps for the arms. So that's what that is. Good morning, Heath. Yeah, primer's always a good thing. Primer's always a good thing. So that's what's in. Oh, wait, we got one more thing in that bag. They got decals. Not decals. These are stickers. I don't like stickers. I will not put stickers on here. Hey, Vincent. Hello from New York City. I hope you're doing well in France. We got people from all over the world. All over the place here. And then we got Omar. Omar, your girlfriend is still down and out over here. Has anyone tried airbrushing ink on Bandai kits? Ink should be fine. Shouldn't be no problem with ink. I never tried airbrushing ink anyhow because it was it's just really thin. Alright, next box. It's not a lot in this box. And then I'll... Oh, okay, this bag has more. What do I do with our scissors? Yeah, I just brought it to the doctor yesterday, and she had to do some cognitive tests, and she didn't do very well, so she's got to go see the neurologist. And she's
Pass those tests like a drunk kid on spring break.
Yeah, like Kelly said, she passed those tests like a drunk kid on spring break, which means she didn't pass them at all, and she's mad that she has a TBI. I try to explain to her that TBI is going to take a while to get rid of, but no, she doesn't want to listen. She wants to be A-OK in 2 seconds. It takes a little time to heal, that's all. Takes a little time to heal. All right, this package comes with three different sprues. This looks like the back plate. And this will be something on his hip, probably for his blaster or whatever. The white is really nice on this. It's nice and crisp. That is some seriously white. And here we go. And here's the uniform. You can see how you can see the light shining off of his chest plate, the leg plates, the back of the helmet. They really did a nice job on this white. So this, I wouldn't even bother painting this. I would just put this together probably and leave it the shiny white instead of trying to get white on here, and then just use pin washes to bring out the extra detail in here. Got your forearm plates, the belt, chest piece, the helmet. That's the only thing I'm scared of with the helmet. When you put it together, you may end up with gaps, and then you end up having to paint it. Because you know there's going to be gaps in the legs and the arm plates anyhow. Then you got his little shoes down here. So they did the armor. Very, very nice. And there's a lot of parts actually to it. And as you can see, it's all, you don't even need glue. It's just all squeezed together and it stays in there tight. Sometimes when you put these Bandai kits together too, when you squeeze it together, there is no getting it apart. It's not a good thing. Sometimes, but other times it's fine. I don't have to get glue all over the place. Ooh. The next thing that is in this bag are the underparts of the suit where you're going to put the plates on over here. You got his hands over here. I'm sure this is his lower half. Then you got the ribs. You got the ribs for probably the elbows and stuff. They give you looks like 3 sets of hands they give you. This way you can have them holding different things. You got the bottom of his shoes, and this is cool. Then you got two blasters here, and then you got the big MG42 over here, which is in two parts. These you'll have to paint up, make them look better. But they give you the big blaster, the small blaster, and then I don't even remember this little guy. You guys remember? I don't know if you can see that one. I don't remember that one. If anybody knows that. Hey, what's going on, Ron? Talk to the hand, Kenny. Why am I talking to hands? Why am I talking to hands? But they did an excellent job. Again, on the back you can see all the push pins and all that good stuff over there. And then here are the decals. You got the decals over here. The stickers would go in the garbage, and I would use the decals, which are very nice. They're thin, not a lot of carrier film on them, so you can cut them close and toss them on there. Cut them close and toss them on there. And what was the first thing Luke did when the shit hit the fan? Hands the big blaster to Chewie. I would have kept the big blaster. I would have kept that. But Chewie is a big guy. Chewie's a very big guy. Hey, we got 29 people here. We'll go through, once I'm done with this, we'll go through the voting and the stuff again for anybody that wasn't here at the beginning. Alright, the last... Oh no, we got 2 more packages in here, which we'll open up. 2 more packages. Don't cut your fingers, Kenny. That would not be good. So we got the hair, which is actually hard plastic. It's styrene. So you're gonna have 4 pieces to it. You're gonna definitely have gaps in there, like I showed you on the directions. So you have to fill that in with Aves or something and sculpt in the hair and repaint it. Unless you don't mind the gaps, and then you can just leave it how it is. But the hair looks good. It's got good detail in there. You can put washes in there and do the highlights and all that other good stuff. Very, very nice. I hope you can hear me, because I got the microphone to the side. 1/6 scale figures. That would be nice. Ooh, 30 are watching now. We got 30. Smash the like button. Smash the like. Sorry, guys. If I do miss something, somebody in here will answer you that's been around, because the thing's going by while I'm talking. And then here you got the front and back of his neck, which you're gonna have a gap in between both of them, so you may end up painting a lot of this stuff, which kind of stinks. But if you got a kid getting into the hobby, if you got a kid getting into the hobby, or you're just getting back into the hobby, these are definitely good kits to just pop together and get your feet wet again. Ah, thanks, Bill. Hey, good to see you, Bill. And my Uncle Bob is here. I'm waiting Paul. Paul's supposed to be 3D printing me up some tools for the Grim Reaper, and that'll be the first Shelf Queen that I work on again. So we're going to take Luke's face out. Now, if you can't paint faces such as me, I'm just learning how to paint faces. Look at that. Hopefully that's clear. Let me bring it down a little bit more. Put my hand behind it. Flesh on flesh. But they did a nice job. His eyes are already in there. The lips are done. It could use some shading on the cheeks. Well, actually, no. They did do the shading on the cheeks. So they did a nice job on it pre-made. So you slap the hair on there. He's got little half ears. So if you're not good at faces, this is a good kit to start out with. You can just slap them together and that'll look really good. Yay, Luke Skywalker. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, how's the Enterprise coming along? We're gonna get to the Enterprise here in a few minutes. We'll be taking a look at that. But that is the Bandai kit. And then we're going to be going back over. I'll go over real quick what we're doing this year and what we're voting on for next week. I haven't even looked to see how well the vote is going. Vote droids. What's going on, John? What did we see on Amazon for 71 bucks? I missed it. I can't scroll back. I'm sure I missed a lot. I always miss a lot when I'm going through this stuff. Absolutely, you could do this, Brian. You could do all the Bandai kits. They're all just pushed together. They're pushed together. Okay, let me jump back to my ugly mug over here. So since we got more people here, we got 30 people watching. We'll run through this real quick. If you're new to the channel, we do a giveaway every month at the end of the month. And how you get into the giveaway is the more you watch, the more space loot you earn. And at the end of the month, you use a space loot to buy raffle tickets. And if you have any questions, you can ask. If I miss it, the guys that have been here for a long time, they'll explain it to you. And what we're giving away this month, we'll have 2 winners, and each one will get to pick one out of the 3 sets. And we got the Abtalung 502 Flesh Color set. That's oil paints. So if you didn't know, those are oil paints. And then we got the Abtalung 502 Fantasy and Metallic Pigment set. And then we have the Abtalung 502 Effects and Sci-Fi and Pigment set. So how it works, like I was saying, is you get space loot. The more you watch, the more space loot you get. The more active you are in the chat, the more space loot you get. And if you do donate, you do get space loot. And I went back and made sure after the last show to make sure that everybody got their space loot, and I put it in there. So everybody got their space loot who donated last week, and I thank you very much for donating. Yeah, those sets are pretty cool. And I gotta do some live shows for MBI. Do some giveaways over there. So that's on there. If you weren't here for the events, this year's events, we'll run through them really quick, and then I'll go over to the site and show you. We got the Batman group build, which all these are going on from January 1st. We got the Batman group build. We got the Be a Kid Again group build, which basically you're just building out of the box. You're not going crazy on the kits with PE or anything like that. No lighting. Just being a kid and building straight up. Then we got the Shelf Queen group build. Anything that you started and you haven't. Yes, right. I know Ron is doing the Rat Fink. The Shelf Queen group build is anything you've started and just put away and never finished. We're doing a 3-year group build on that. This way you can get those done. Then we got the 2020 Halloween group build. This one I do a slideshow for Halloween night. Then we'll have the Christmas group build, and that's for those of you who don't want to be in the Secret Santa but want to build something Christmas themed. It could be kids on the street having a snowball fight. It could be soldiers in the middle of the woods during Christmas time with a little, fire or whatever, with a little Christmas tree in the background, whatever you can think of that has to do with Christmas. And this one I'll do, if people do this one, we'll have a slideshow of this one on the 23rd, because I know people do stuff for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then you have the Secret Santa group build. This is for everybody that gets in on the Secret Santa. We swap gifts. And this one's just an open-ended group build for whenever you get the kit and whenever you finish it, as long as you post it up. So that's what's going on within the sites. And I'll take you over real quick for anybody that's new and you haven't been to the sites. Where is my thing? Go to computer. All right, our site is hobbylinkinternational.com. This is the main site, which you just saw there a second ago is the community. I'll jump on there. At the top, you have your menu. For group builds that I was just showing you, you can come into group builds, and you can go to group build rules and just click in that. and it'll show you all the group builds we got going on, and you just click in and read the rules. Anybody that's in a group build, we do post the finished product for each group build. They'll be up here, and then once the year is done for the group build, we move them over to past group builds so we have more room for other group builds. PJ just finished his up. There's Benny. This is Mark's. Here's another one of Mark's. This is Bob's and Bob's. So we got a few that are done on there. Then you have the Mahdi contest and stuff like that. But I wanted to bring you in here so you could search around. If you ever have any questions about the site, just email me, hobbylinkinternational@gmail.com. That's me. And if you haven't jumped on the community yet, please come over, join the community. Come and use the community and post up and have fun. See, here's me spamming that I'm on here live. We have a few new people, which is very, very good. It's always good to have new people. Let's go back to the workbench. We're back to the workbench. So the other thing, oh, you know what? Before I come back to the workbench, I forgot. We have the vote too tonight. If you haven't voted yet, tonight we are voting on either Godzilla, which would be ! Vote, hit the space bar, then ! Godzilla. If you want to see Christine next week, hit ! Vote, hit the space bar, ! Christine. Or if you want to see the R2D2 and BB-8, hit ! Vote, space bar, ! Droids, and we'll pick the winner tonight. Will I win anything this year? I don't know. If it's a brand new build, yes, you can put it into the Mahdi contest. So that's not a problem. You could put it into the Mahdi contest and to a group build. Hey, Braille Scale. Speaking of Halloween Part 2 of Scooby, building that biplane. Oh, cool, Brian. Very cool. I'm going to let the vote go on for a little while longer. All of a sudden, YouTube says I have 0 people watching. Damn you, YouTube. Damn you. Oh, boy. Oh, God. I actually set up your account. Well, I didn't set up your account. I activated your account. And this way you can get on their Smooze Workshop. So you can get on there anytime you want now. The vote is for next week's unboxing. Every Wednesday we do a vote for what we're going to unbox the following week and take a look at. So hopefully I don't run out of kits too quick. I didn't get too many for Christmas. So we'll see what we're going to be doing on Wednesday nights. Yes, Mahdi is the model of the year. We have the light up sci-fi build as well. There's if you go, guys, the easiest way to here, I'll go over to the computer again. We'll go over here. If you need to know the rules, come over to the site, hit Mahdi, and then you can go right down to HLI community rules. Jump into the rules here. And then just read the rules. If you're not sure about something in the rules, then contact me and let me know. But I'll let you know what this year's categories are. They are civilian and military figures and busts, civilian automotive, civilian aircraft, civilian ships, military vehicles and artillery, military aircraft, military ships, sci-fi and fantasy figures and busts, sci-fi and fantasy land vehicles, sci-fi and fantasy watercraft, sci-fi spacecraft illuminated, mechas, vignettes, and dioramas. So what'll happen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 categories. Each category will have a single winner. There'll be I got to see how much the awards are. I think I put first, second, and third place. It's either single winner or first, second, and third place. I can't remember right now. But either way, there will be a top winner for each category. The top winner from those categories then will be judged to see who the model of the year is. So you'll have a first place for all of these, and then you'll have a third, a second, and model of the year out of the winners of all these categories. So somebody will win first place for their category plus either a third place, a second place, or the model of the year. So spread this around to all your groups, your YouTube channels, your pages, whatever you have on Twitter, Facebook, whatever you may have. Spread the word. We need more and more people in this, and then I'll probably do a live a live one for that, just to explain that more. How much the 112 BB cost? I have no idea. That was a Christmas present. That was a Christmas present to me, so I don't know how much that was, Brian. If you go on Amazon, oh no, this has got to go. This goes on. Now we're singing. I forgot who sang that. It comes on my radio all the time when I'm listening to. It's funny, that song actually comes on when I'm listening to the Black Sabbath channel on XM radio. So, what I've been working on the AMT 1650 scale Enterprise here. So I got all these seams smooth on the side. I gotta sand that down, get that smooth. This was the side that there was a lip here, and this was too low. So I just did what we used to do to cars in auto body: fill it way up with Bondo, and then round it out, smooth it out where it had to be smooth. All of the lips are gone on here. This seam is gone here too. So I'm not going to do too much more on here besides getting that flattened out, getting this flattened out and shaped, and that'll be good. I did when I bondoed last week, I sanded all that stuff down. I forgot to sand these down and add into there. I'm going to use Benny's idea. Benny had I'm sorry, I was off camera there. I got to put the X on my thing again. Benny was showing me how he did his with a compass, so I'm going to measure out and probably do the same thing. This way I could put the circles back in there. I think it was Blue Oyster Cult. I am pretty sure it was. I thought I jibber-jabbered a lot. I talk. I got to keep talking. So I'll do that. I got to sand these down. I sanded down the whole thing, but we'll see how it comes out once I primer it up. And then I started working on this nacelle. Started putting the nacelles all together. I got the top seam. Got the top seam all done. That's smooth. I don't have a lip going either way. I started on this one. All I'm doing is going high grit to low grit, getting rid of the seam. I got to do the front on here. Now there was something I wanted to ask you guys because I can't tell in the directions. Now I got this piece here, if you can see it. Now it's got the rounded edge at the front and the open in the back, and it goes pretty much like that. I just can't tell. Does the I'm thinking the closed end goes towards the front and the opens goes towards. Oh, let me get that a little closer. The open ends will go towards the back, and the closed ends go towards the front cap of the nacelle. If anybody knows. Quick question: do you use OBS? I can't get it working with new setup. Yes, I do use OBS. I use the OBS, strictly OBS. I gotta pop this guy on here. You gotta give it time there, John. Give it time. Did you figure out these droop? Oh, who was that? Thank you very much. Totally appreciate it. Mike, you're the best. Did you figure out if these drooped, Kenny, or are they good to go? These nacelles are gonna be fine. I didn't put a popsicle stick or anything like that in here. When I was playing with it and putting it on here, I mean, of course, because I have no glue, it's going to go back like that. But they're not that heavy. And once I get them in there, either 5-minute epoxy or the DAP glue, these suckers aren't going anywhere. That'll be it's a good fit inside there. So I'm not worried about that. It's actually, once you get things sanded down, I mean, it's an okay representation of the Enterprise. It should come out pretty good, and it'll sit on the shelf nicely, and I'll say, hey, I rebuilt it from the one when I was a kid. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about these drooping. When you put these together, actually I'll show you now on the other one. These things, I don't want to bend it too much, but it's thick enough on here where it's not, this ain't sagging, and when you get it in here, the brace here is big enough, and you can see it clicks. It's not really going side to side, and the only reason it's coming back is because I don't have it glued in there. Yeah, the nacelles are pretty good. Got Hangout up. Good, Terry. Vote Christine. If you're voting for Christine, what you got to do is you hit exclamation point vote and then the space bar and then exclamation point Christine together. And if you need help with the OBS, just let me know and I can help you out a little later. Watching this dude, but up for it. Watching this dude. The moist dude. The moist dude. Now, one thing. Let me get this on the side and let me clip this off. I gotta fix this up anyhow, so I'm not worried about that too much. Because I gotta sand it, fill it anyhow. Oh, there's another one. There's another one there. Now, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this or not. You got the one pin in here. Let's see how this one lines up. The other one did not line up well at all. See, this one's the same. This one is the same. These are off a little bit when you put the pin. And this one is just a tad bit higher. This crease right here is a tad bit higher than this side. So what I did was it actually ended up better. Just taking this guy and doing that, getting rid of that one pin over there. Actually, I got rid of the other 2 pins too. I'm lying to you. I got rid of all 3 pins. Got rid of the pins, and then what I did was it lined up better if I did it like that, and then I held them together, and then yes, I used my favorite glue, the Plastruck Bondine, so I don't know if you can see that with my big fingers in the way. This, I could get those to line up much better, and then even this still, when that's lined up, this still lines up perfectly and no problem. Those extra pins throw it off just by a tad bit. So if you want it to line up, you can definitely do that. So we have to complain last week about the kit with the sink marks and stuff. Actually, you know, it's rough, but it'll look good once it's done. It won't look too shabby at all. So I've just been sitting here doing it. Video is choppy. Oh, damn. Alright, we're going to have to give it video output low. YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Let's see. Oh, wait. Should be coming back. Should be coming back. I hate when that happens. And now you're good. Yeah, it's... I'm closing a few windows just in case that's messing anything up. I still see myself all blurry over here, though. I see myself on 144. There we go. Let me go back to HD. Yeah, mine was on 144. I had to click the little cog at the bottom over here. Here, let me go. I had to click this over here so I could see myself in HD again, so it might have set everybody back to whatchamacallit. I gotta get another computer, a better computer. Yes, that's how it works. It's like when you bring when somebody calls me to go fix their FiOS and I get there and everything is good. It's like, oh, you showed up, it's good. We're gonna let the vote run a little bit longer. Then we'll do the vote. And we'll know what we got for next week. Bondo. When you're doing body work in a garage in the middle of Corona, Queens. So many cars. You guys heard me say that before. So many cars just were like sheets and sheets of Bondo. It was ridiculous how much Bondo we used to make a car look good again. This side was a little a little off from the other side too. It's like the other side, I mean. So I just filled it up with Bondo. This way I can get it to that flat edge that's supposed to be here, and then it rounds off again right here. No, Bondo is very, very easy to sand. It's used, we use it for cars. It's made for cars, but it's very, very easy to sand. This is just the, if you do get Bondo, just get the glazing and spot putty. Unless you have big gaps, then you can get the 2-part version, and you got to mix them, the hardener and the Bondo up together. But that's good for filling big gaps, and that sands pretty easy too. That's why I'm going light right now, because it sands off so easy. I don't want to sand off too much, and I'm trying to feather it into the spot that I know it's got to be flat and not sand too much off. But I love Bondo. This is the tube of Bondo. It is 4.5 ounces or 127 grams. And this thing, if I don't tear a hole in it by accident again, will last me over a year. It doesn't dry out in here or anything like that. It's much cheaper than buying, hobby putties. Bondo's lovely. I don't think they call it Bondo in the UK. I think it's a 3M's got a blue one or something like that. Unless they do have it there now. I know a while ago they didn't, because people were talking about it online. They said another name, but it's the same thing as Bondo. And it dries quick too. If you're doing thin layers like this, like I am, it dries in like 15 minutes. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Ah, there you go, Mr. Mechanic. That's USA stuff. Yes, it is. At the 18-inch, that needs a new paint job, but non-lead build. Have you ever tried Perfect Plastic Putty? Perfect Plastic Putty, I know guys that used it. Jason Marshall uses it. I'm not going to waste my money on it after talking to him. It's not a good deal. It sinks in a lot. Like with Bondo, what you're supposed to do with Bondo don't just glob it on there in huge globs. You're not going to get anywhere with it. You got to be patient. If you have like a gap up front over here, you put a little in, let it dry, put a little more in, let it dry, and you build up the layer slowly, and then you sand down to the shape that you need. If you just, like when we're doing cars, if you just slap the whole shitload of Bondo on there, it'd be worthless because it'll just crack up and come off. So what we did is do a layer, sand it down, do a layer, sand it down. But the Perfect Plastic Putty is, I heard, equivalent to using like joint compound or spackle, which I heard people actually use in models. I have never used it. I don't know how well it would work. I just don't trust joint compound in a model. Ooh, Rust-Oleum Professional Gray Primer. For the Enterprise? Have you tried using boogers? No, boogers don't work that well either. Oh, you guys do call it Bondo. Okay, it's just a different manufacturer. I know there was something different about it. Now that should be good. I just got to wait to prime it. Hopefully it's nice tomorrow, and I'll wipe all this down, put the gloves on so I don't get my fingers on here. That's another reason, like, I don't usually clean my models in soap or water or anything like that, because one, I'm most likely doing Bondo work or some kind of seam work or something on it. So I'm going to get my greasy fingers all over it anyhow, because when I'm doing this, I don't use gloves. There's no need to when you're doing work like this. And then once I'm done, then I'll put on the gloves. I'll use isopropyl alcohol, wipe it all down, get all the grease and everything off, let it dry up, and then I'll prime it and see what we got going on there. Yes, indeed. Kelly, any clue what we're going to have for dinner tonight? Okay. Tomorrow we're going to look at M3. That's it, not 3M, M3. I knew there was something. Ah, damn cat hair. I don't know where I'm surprised Max has not come along to say hello. Max has not come along to say hello. Q&A. All right, so we got 32 people here. Since some of you might not have been here before, I'm going to show you a little something. Let me see which way my head will go. My head will go this way. What you're seeing here are pictures of Dana with the Revell 129 scale X-Wing, and that is basically a studio scale X-Wing. Dana is a professional modeler. She does excellent work, even though she's one of the people that if you tell her work is excellent, she doesn't agree with you, but she does. She does really, really nice work. The X-Wing you're seeing in the pictures is for sale. A lot of you know we have a book coming out, but we ran into some trouble. And that's a build that's going to be in the book. The build is for sale. It's $700 plus $50 for shipping. So if you're interested in it, Dana is one of the builders for our book. I don't know. She usually jumps on here, but anyway, that's her build of the X-Wing that's going to be in the book. It's for sale. If there's anybody that is interested in it, please contact me. This way we can get the deal going, and you'll have a piece that is in the book. If not, I'm going to try to buy it myself. But that's odd. X-Wing fighter that she built. She did the A-Wing, the X-Wing, a B-Wing, the Comic-Con version of the B-Wing, and the Millennium Falcon. So she did a bunch for the book. It's just getting it all organized and together and then out there. So the 172nd one, I don't know if she's lurking or not. She could possibly be lurking about. No doubt about it. All right, so I think everybody has voted by now. We've had it on for almost an hour. I'll tell you right now. Oh, we only got 13 votes? Come on. 13 votes. We got 13 votes with 32 people. All right, we'll run that through one more time just in case you didn't get a chance to vote yet. What we do each week is we have a vote for what we're going to unbox next week. So if you're interested in voting, just do one of them. The kits that we would open up next week would be BB-8 and R2-D2 in 1/12 scale, and that would be !vote, hit the spacebar, !droids. Then one of the others would be the Polar Lights 1/44 scale Godzilla, and that'd be !vote, hit the spacebar, !Godzilla. And then the other one would be the AMT 1/25 scale Christine, and you'd hit the !vote all together, spacebar, !Christine. So those would be the ones that we're voting for if you're interested in voting. I don't know if your vote got in there. It doesn't tell me who voted on a poll. It just gives me the votes. Just gives me the votes. That's all. And if you voted once, it won't let you vote again. So there's still 31 people here. It's 5 to midnight. Brain is fried. Oh boy. I have Pose X-Wing. Vote Dana. Vote Dana. Well, I'm trying to help her move that thing. Move that X-Wing. I would like to get that moved for her. This way she could get the cash she needs to get the alternator for her car. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeed. Vote for Pedro. All right, so it looks like pretty much all the votes are in for the poll. I didn't vote. Dun, 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 dun. Let me. The best way to get a hold of me is email me. I don't think you can PM on this thing. If you can, I don't know where it is. It's a pain in the neck on YouTube for that. Yeah, she's in Texas. Yeah, she needs $200 to get a new alternator. So trying to get that up for her. No, you don't live in Texas. Oh, crap. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, man. I was just looking in the back end. How the heck did that happen? And I can't... Alright, I gotta... Somehow that's screwed up. Vote. That was my stupid fingers. I just noticed something. I'm wondering why BB8 and R2 D2 didn't get any votes. Because I put exclamation point vote twice. Alright, you guys are gonna kill me. Alright, I'll give you all a chance to vote again. We'll do it quick. Yeah, I messed up because my stupid fingers, I put exclamation point vote twice on the thing. So get in there and vote now. I'll go back into the thing. Everybody's got to vote again if you want to vote again. I messed it up by putting vote twice. Yeah, I know, I screwed it up. I was wondering why R2 didn't get a single vote. It was the Russians. The Russians did it. All right, Tom's in there with Christine. Mike's in there with Godzilla. So those are the three. Christine, Droids, or Godzilla. Let's let that run for another 5 minutes. Godzilla. What do you want for dinner? We can heat up the sauce again from last night. Did Kenny wake up? I think he fell asleep. The boy fell asleep. There we go. I like to see that. A lot of voting. There we go. Now the votes are coming through. We're up to 13 votes again already. So we got 30 people on and 13 votes. The same 13 people must have voted already. Yeah, I was watching his Godzilla build. There we go. Come on, people. We got 15 votes. Come on, the other 15 people, get in there and vote. Don't be shy. Hang out with us. You know you want to hang out with us. You do. Just vote away. I was actually thinking that myself, casting them up in clear, and then putting them on there, and then lighting it up. That would be really cool. You know what? I think PJ might have... What are we going to do when you get a house and we don't get to go through... Oh, we're going to always go... Kelly, my friend Chris on here said, what are they going to do when you get a house and they don't get to go through the what are we going to eat routine? Tell him.
Oh, I'm sure we'll go through
We'll go through it.
But he'll just be screaming it.
I'll be screaming from the basement. What are we going to eat? What are we going to eat? Plus, when we move, we got to find a new Chinese place, a new pizza place.
Oh, yeah.
We're actually going to look at a house tomorrow, so hopefully it's a good one. Keep voting, people. I'll leave it open a little bit longer. We got the Christine. I don't have my thing up, so I didn't see what I moved it to. Droids or Godzilla. Hey, what's going on, Chuck? We're voting for what we're going to unbox next week. So you can hit either exclamation point vote, hit the space bar, and then exclamation point Godzilla. hit the exclamation point vote, space bar, exclamation point Christine, or exclamation point vote, space bar, exclamation point droids. You'll need to add wood shop Kenny. Here, this is a link international at gmail.com. That's me right there. That's my email. Should work. It's a Gmail account. Why get an intercom, Alexa or Google? I didn't even think about that. Set up Alexas all over the place, and just have them yell out through the Alexa. Alexa, tell Kelly I want pizza. My bendy squadrons. That's one thing I like about the squadrons. I can bend them, and it goes right around the half circle, and I don't lose anything. Vote droids. There we go. Oh, Chuck, make sure your vote's not going to count because you got to put that exclamation point with the droids together. So it's exclamation point vote together. Hit the space bar. Exclamation point droids together. I like the idea of the intercom. Well, hopefully this house is. Hopefully this one is the one. We've been looking for a long time now. If so, we'll be moving soon, and then we'll be on a break while moving, and then we get stuff set up. So hopefully so. And I'm hoping by next Wednesday we'll have this thing done, and then we can move on to something else. So I want to get as many as I can done this year. There you go, Chuck. Yeah, everybody loves that flexi file. Here's the real question. Are they droids we're looking for? Yes, they are the droids we're looking for. They are the droids we are looking for. If you want, Bob has a thing to make your own flexi file on the site. He put up an article. Cheap ass modeler Bob. All right, let me look at what the vote is at. Poor John. Too many. All right, we got 21 people. 21 out of 33. Don't slack. Don't slack. Yeah, I don't know why it does. You're the only person it does not see for some reason. I don't know why. Come on, 33. We got 21, so we need 12 more people to vote. I think we'll have to make the pasta from last night, the pasta and spaghetti sauce from last night. I find your lack of flavor. I never bought one. Couldn't be bothered to buy one. I thought it was, these bend for me. They do the same thing. It's like, so, and I never ended up buying one. But now I'll have to buy. Now I'll have to buy one. My tin box edition had crap details, silver and felt. We're gonna find out, Chuck. We're gonna find out. If not, I have 600 scale masks. I think it is the Revell one from Green Strawberry. If not, I can always do on the Cricut. I can make up masks and paint on here. But I'm hoping these decals are all right. Yeah, I didn't plan on lighting this one. I just wanted to have fun with it for the Be a Kid Again group build. This way we get that and have fun. No aftermarket or anything. No going crazy. I'm gonna have to do some more work on this. It's spaghetti, not pasta. Spaghetti sauce, pasta. Aren't they all the same thing? Spaghetti and pasta. See, when I did the seam by popping those 3 nubs out of here, I lined it up pretty nice where I got to do some work, but not too much work. No Bondo, just buffing out the seams, and they should be good. It's pretty flat. It's pretty flat. Ooh, I forgot one sanding stick. Does anyone know after Don sadly does his multi-stock board? No, they're pretty. From what I understand, they're gone. and but somebody's gonna be doing stuff that he did. I shall email you in a minute. Gmail. Why is my Gmail blocking you? Let me see if I got an email from you. There's Mike. Element Vape. Vaping. They're taking away the vaping. You found another house? Compose. Okay, I don't want to mess up the show because it's slowing down my computer for some reason, so I don't want to mess with. All right, I'll try as soon as I'm done with this. We're gonna be done in a little while, anyhow. We'll be done in a little while because we gotta eat. People got things to do at night. It's a shame that about Don. Yeah, it is a shame. Definitely is a shame. It's more a shame that he unfortunately he passed away. Foolishly passed up on dealing with Nebula Kid too often. I don't know what they're going to produce, but I know they are coming out with some stuff. I will, I got to do Green Strawberry reviews this week myself. I got to get on that. Got to get on that stuff. All right, we're in the vote. 21 votes. We had it on for another 10 minutes. So we're going to close the poll. We're going to complete the poll, and it's going to tell you exactly who won. Who won? BB-8 and R2-D2 was the most voted option of the poll with 52.38% of the vote. And that is who won. That is who won. I like the green strawberry stuff you show. Yeah, they got really nice stuff. I got to do 3 or 4 things I just got in. I got to do those tomorrow. I'll start working on those and get those done. But Godzilla's going to be the one this year. He's never going to win the vote. We're just going to have to say it's that night for Godzilla. It's that night for him. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. What's that, Kelly? You said you wanted to talk to everybody? No? Oh, okay. So next week will be BB-8 and R2-D2. And why is Space Loot not working for my man John over there ever? You know why it is? For some reason, they don't like Canadians. Anybody needing DLM refit parts, check out Wile E. Coyotes. Yeah, I've seen Wile E. Coyotes on Shapeways. He's got a lot of good stuff. I'm on there. Sci-Fi Modelist Spence is on there. I got to find out what's wrong with yours. Benny says, hello, Kelly. Hi, Benny. Hi, Benny. This is my favorite. One of my favorite things that I got as a present. Everybody knows Fubar Model Yard, and then Benny gets on and he puts up his little sign. I have mine. I don't know if you see it in some of my videos, but I have mine on my case over here. This is my favorite little sign, my SciFiantasy sign that Benny made for me. So I have it up here, so I see it all the time while I'm building. It's up on my thing. Up on my thing. Ron says hello, Kelly.
Hello, Ron.
Hello, Ron.
I don't really have
There's been a lot of
much to say,
Godzilla.
but
What's
if they
this?
want me to make fun of you, I will.
No, you don't have to make fun of me. That's okay. Oh, yeah, Texas, such a small state. I know a guy that lives in Texas that was in the Army that had his own plane, his own little prop plane to go from place to place because it was quicker than driving. Oh, no, I appreciate it, Benny. That little sign stays on my my little Husky work, where I keep all my LEDs and stuff. It's right there, so I see it all the time. It's out in the open. Every day I see my SciFiantasy side. Texas is the second home. Nice. I've never been to Texas. Never been there. Never, ever. Got to go one time. All sorts of group builds going on. Yeah, if you guys have your own pages and stuff, please try to get people over to the site. like I said, we'll do the site and the community to get people off the big social media and off of that nonsense. Once I can drag everybody, not everybody, but more and more people over to the site, then I'll be getting off Facebook and stuff like that myself. But right now, that's where everybody's sticking. Now you're speaking my language. Yeah, I got all my LEDs and stuff in there. Two things of them. So, but next week we have, hour and a half already. Next week we have the BB-8 and R2-D2 we're going to do. This Saturday, I will let you know Friday if we're not going to do the thing Saturday. The giveaway Saturday. It'll either be this Saturday or next Saturday because it all depends if I go to my brother's or not. All right, fellas. Well, that's it. It's time for us to head out of here and eat something and, do some more work. Yeah, she's just said, oh no, because I'm hungry. We gotta have some food. I appreciate all the donations and everybody coming to the shows and hanging out. Just please, if you can, spread the word and drag your friends over to the site. Make them come over and sign up and post their builds and stuff like that. And if you do have finished builds, go check out the regular site, email me, and we'll get those up on the site as well. I'll let this run a little bit so you guys could say goodnight to each other, and I will see you all hopefully Saturday night. Take care, everybody, and bye-bye.